This is disgusting.
Would you rather...
What if being vegan is one of them? I'll do the other one.
Okay, well, one of them is you're vegan, but you... Okay, you're vegan, and you have to work out a lot, but you can come as much as you want. Or you can never have an orgasm ever again. But you can eat whatever you want.
I guess I'd live well.
Yeah, I think I probably would too.
That was pretty easy.
Would
you rather have a new, wake up each morning to find that your left arm has been replaced with a different animal arm?
Yikes.
Or permanently change your bottom half to an animal bottom of your choosing?
Yikes. Yeah, I'd probably have to say the arm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think I'd go with arm too.
I mean, at least there's a fun and the surprise.
Yeah.
There, whereas
explore.
If you permanently change your bottom, you're just depressed living with this horrible bottom half.
Now I'm a fucking centaur.
I mean, I'm not saying that the arm would be great either.
What if you get an ant arm?
Yeah, you could get an ant arm. You get a shark arm.
What's a shark? Like a fin?
Like a fin. You get a fin arm.
That's crazy.
But you could maybe try and tuck that away. But I mean, your bottom half.
No, loud and proud. I would go out.
Well, I would go. I would have to. I mean, what other choice do you have?
What are you gonna do?
I mean, it's look at my arm today, guys.
Crazy. I have a bonobo arm.
I mean, people would be you'd be a marvel of science.
You'd be definitely Marvel Studios. They would ask you to...
Big bucks, baby.
Big bucks.
Big bucks.
That's where the money is, and freaks.
Give me a deal. Sign me...
Are you a freak?
A deal. Yeah.
You're a freak.
Freak-a-leak.
What's that?
That was that song, and he says all the different names. He goes, Taquita, Yolanda, Sharik.
Taquita's not one.
No, I mean, it probably isn't, but it is shit like that.
It's not taquito.
Sharik, Loranda. For real, have you heard this song? I'll play it for you after.
No, I've heard it.
You've heard it, okay.
Absolutely.
And they say, do you like it, Daddy?
Oh, of course they do.
Yeah. And R. Kelly, also, by the way, made them all call him Daddy. I watched the documentary.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they all.
Was it good? Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
Or was it stuff that you knew, pretty much?
No, I actually learned a little bit.
Like what?
I didn't know that he married Aaliyah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that. When she was 15.
And then he had her killed.
I haven't gotten that far in it. I haven't watched all of it yet. But he talks about, because some girl talks about how, there was talk about killing her at one point because she gave she was the one that gave out the tape. She gave out the piss tape.
I see. Yeah,
so then they were talking about killing her. R. Kelly was talking about getting rid of her.
He did.
And
R. Kelly, if you're listening, go ahead, kill yourself.
Yeah, nobody wants you.
Nobody
in the world.
likes you.
It's just crazy.
You've done all you can for us, you know.
It's crazy to think of all the people when they were in trial or whatever, and all those girls that were standing out, and they were like, "He's innocent! Ah, we love you, R. Kelly!" Freaking out.
What are you talking about? Who's that for?
And I was thinking women would make really good mobs. Young girls.
Women would make good mobs.
Yeah, young, impressionable girls. If you tell them that something is
cool,
or I don't know, boy that they like or something. I mean, they will defend it to the death. I mean, they're outside of this courtroom. They're 13-year-old girls, and they're just fuck you for fucking hating R. Kelly, you piece of... screaming at the top of their lungs.
That's a really good way to start a cult.
Absolutely. I mean, that's
just get a bunch of 13-year-old girls.
Isn't that most of them though? I mean, they get young girls and they just have sex with them and marry them.
Yeah, but
and
that's
stuff.
That type of cult, you know.
A sex cult?
I'm thinking more personally, you know, if I was gonna start
how would
a cult,
you start a cult?
Well, you were saying, the 13-year-old girls is good for, like, recruitment or whatever for the mob
Yeah,
situation. So I'd probably recruit those guys.
you should.
Make them fall in love with me.
Yes.
Start talking to everyone else so
Yes.
they'll do whatever for me.
Yep, that's it.
Start recruiting.
I mean, it's what R. Kelly did. You're talking about what R. Kelly did, except for he like actually had sex with
but
all
I
of
wouldn't
them.
like have sex with them or have them like marry me or whatever. Like I would say that
You just want them to idolize you.
Yeah, and like give me their money and stuff. I just want pay your dues basically, and I'll tell you how to live your life.
Right.
If you want.
Scientology?
For what?
Would you like? Would it be kind of similar to that?
No, because it's not like I'm not telling you that Zoop Zop is gonna beam us up or whatever,
Yeah, but the way that
I'm just gonna
they
be
frame
like,
it as less like that and more just like this is like counseling kind of.
No,
I think.
oh my god! So someone at the hotel came in and they were staying with us a few days, and they were all dressed pretty nice and going to stuff, and I was joking and I was like, they were explaining. I was like, so what are you guys in town for? And they're like, oh well, we follow these people like trying to enlighten their blah 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 and gain. And I was like, oh, so you're in a cult?
Yeah.
And they got pissed.
Well, yeah.
They said, okay, but don't get pissed about being in a cult.
Yeah, you just own it, I guess.
Like, you're in a cult, like, the least you can do is not get mad at me about it.
No, because they don't consider it a cult, probably.
Well, that's what she said.
Yeah,
she was
they
like,
don't.
and she had, like, an answer for this, too. Like,
oh, yeah.
rehearsed.
No, they have it ready, yeah.
She was like, well, if you can consider spiritual and financial goals reached every day and people enriching their lives and following their life path to a higher attainment, then yeah, I guess we are a cult. And I was like, was that so hard?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
you
sounds,
are
it
a
sounds
cult.
like you are.
Like, that was a long way around saying, yes, you're in a cult.
You know what? Watch a couple documentaries about cults and see how they end.
I don't know if she's allowed to.
See how they end.
Because of the cult.
That's insane.
Because her brain was definitely squeaky clean.
It was clean, yeah.
Yeah.
It was cleaned out.
Yeah.
pretty
Scraped out
pretty
there.
hard.
They got in the grout
Yikes,
there
man.
of the brain.
What a crazy thing.
I know.
It might be a little freeing.
Being in a cult, totally.
Yeah, right?
I think deep down everyone just wants to be told what to do.
I think
It's
a
like
little
there's
bit.
so much safety in it.
And just like, I belong. I belong.
Yeah, belonging is a big part of it. Like
I'm-
community.
I'm family. Everybody's family. And we're all fine. It's all good. I mean, you ignore the like, are they raping
Outside.
13-year-olds? Maybe.
Maybe, but
I'm
like
not
that's
listening
not
to
really
that.
my business.
Are they feeding drugs to people? And
Maybe, but I'm in charge of like drying flowers.
I do flower work.
I
so
do the
that's not my,
upside down flower stuff. That's me.
That's me.
So I don't really care about.
I don't deal with that.
I don't
and
deal
you
with
know
it.
what? They probably just didn't reach the level of enlightenment that they should have.
Yeah, they
and-
weren't enlightened enough to like stick it in kids.
right.
So
So
I don't even know what cults we're talking about, but
there's
but
so
definitely
many.
quite a few
So
with
many.
child rape. I was I was about to start talking about one, and then I was like, wait a minute, this is an episode of Criminal Minds that I'm thinking of.
There's a
a
show
good one,
called oh shit, I don't remember the name.
Hawaii 5-0.
No, that show's hilarious though. If you
That's a
watch
good-
it,
yeah.
it's pretty good. No, it's called like Surviving a Cult or like something about like
Mm-hmm.
survivors of cults.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting stuff.
Yeah. It's
Very crazy stuff, man. I have a few friends that were in cults. And they tell me about it, and it's wild, wild stuff.
Kay, my mother almost got kidnapped by the Rajneesh
Uh
when she was. Did I tell you about that? She was at a club in the 80s or the late 70s or whatever. She was at a bachelorette party. And it was weird because she said at the time, and this was in Portland, at the time they were playing subliminal messaging in the
Is
music.
this when they were living around here?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, when they had just like bought all that property up in Oregon.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. And my mom was wearing like a red muumuu or something, like a red dress. And
Yeah.
so they thought that she was one of them at first. And I just want to get back to the subliminal messaging that this club was playing. Because
Okay.
it was weird. It was like during the AIDS crisis. And like it was talking about wearing condoms. and like practicing safe sex. It was just a side note.
Weird though.
But like I just thought that part of the story stuck out to me. I was like, that's really weird.
Interesting.
But yeah, anyway, they slipped something in her drink and she got like fucked up. And her friends basically had to like they kept trying to like take her and like come up and like grab her. And like people basically ended up, her friends had to like flank her and like make a line.
Oh my God.
Walk her out so that they didn't take her.
Yikes.
Isn't that scary?
Imagine how different her life would be.
Yeah.
So different.
I could be a little.
You wouldn't be around probably.
I would be the supreme ruler.
You would, you'd be the next in line
of the Rajneesh.
Of the Rajneesh.
Yeah.
Gosh, what
I'll take
life.
it. If you guys are hiring, I will totally.
Spenny would love to be a cult leader.
Oh my God,
He would love
that's the dream.
He would love it.
Genuinely. Give me your money. Give me your cars. I'll write a few fantasy novels. Tell you how to live your life.
Yeah. You get your pick of the litter as well. I mean,
whatever.
Sexually.
No, I knew what you meant.
I felt like I had to.
No, I understood.
Put that in there.
I understood. Yeah.
I mean, if that's what you're into.
See, that's kind of like if I run a cult.
That's like lowest priority for you.
Yeah, that's lowest priority. Mostly I just want
money.
I want people's money and I want people to be like happy, I guess.
I think it'd be cool if people were actually happy. If you could make people actually happy or at least seem like they're happy.
Yeah, I don't think the idea of a cult is like a sustainable one in nature. So it's like not going to work.
No.
So like really it's going to be a scam.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what. But yeah, in the short run, you know, if someone's like feeling like it's working for them, whatever.
Is it legal? Is like starting a cult legal?
I don't think you can call it a cult. Like you can start a religion.
And it's legal.
Yeah.
That's wild to me too.
Religion is wild.
So you can start a religion, and if you're taking people's money, I mean, you just say it's for religion, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm. And then it's tax-free as well.
But then what about like, so I guess you just have to stay away from like the child brides and all that, because that stuff's illegal. Like,
yeah, right,
across
the board.
Like across the board, that's illegal. So if you just kept it more like money, books,
yeah,
property.
Like, hey, buy my crystals and give me your deeds and whatever.
Right.
Because like you can make donations to a church.
Right.
And that you know, you could launder it that way.
Yeah.
Which is like
and if you just kept it money based.
Yeah.
I think
What's up there, Larry?
we opened the door for Larry to get out, but it's not all the way open, and he's very unsure. I think if it's
he needs it 100%.
He needs it 100% open
for it to.
All right, there you go.
Oh, that worked.
He needed it 100% open. You know, that's sweet because he didn't think to just like
push
hit
it
open. He was just
he's
like
a very courteous dog.
Very, very courteous.
He's very sweet at the dog park. He matches other dogs' energies,
enthusiasm.
You know? Yeah.
What a cutie.
Yeah.
We never rated this nut.
Oh, the nut
cheese, by the way.
8. No, 7.
I'm gonna give it a 7 as well.
7, yeah.
7 is a good.
We're definitely on the same page.
We're on the same page today.
Well, it looks like Bad Larry might need to go take a pee-pee.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I guess we could wrap it up.
Let's call it.
Let's call it a damn day.
All right.
Thanks for listening, you guys. Please subscribe and tell your friends. Follow the Instagram. We're almost at 10K.
So close to 10K.
That would be so fun because then I think we could start rolling out some merch.
Merch madness.
Merch madness for merch.
Yeah.
Which would be so fun.
That'd be cute.
So yeah, subscribe. Write in if you want to hear us do anything or like write your stories.
Please.
And we will.
We want stories.
We do want stories. Yeah, we both really want stories.
Really want stories. I want to be able to talk about it.
Yeah, send us your food stories. Please. The email is mostoffensivefoods@gmail.com, or you can go to our website at mostoffensivefoods.com and type it in there if you want.
Either way.
Have a wonderful kind of life.
And also, I just want to shout out to Spenny last week. Happy birthday last week.
Okay.